Hello and welcome back to Crew 42's coverage of the 2024 River City Open presented by Discraft. This is sponsored by Oakley as well. We're in Byron Center, Michigan at Earl Brewer Park. We're on the back nine. I'm excited to bring you some action. I'm Brian Papa Frawley, and with me is...
I am Richard Dick Engelmann, and it is a windy day out there today, Brian.
Oh yeah, we're going to see some discs move around. Remember to like, subscribe, get those notifications going. We've got some gentlemen on our card. First up, we have Nick Gill, who shot a -2 in the front nine. Clint Calvin, who shot a -3 in the front nine. Ryan Mulder, who shot a -5. And Austen Bates came out with a clean -7.
Yeah, Bates is really starting off hot there. And what did you tell us about hole 10 here, Brian?
Yeah, hole 10 places 340-foot uphill, a little bit longer with the hill par 3. Pretty safe and open shot. I would expect that most of these players are birdieing this hole at this level.
The only thing is, there's that wind, and it's the top of the hill. So we'll see how they do it. Are they going to go with the backhands or forehands? Last hole, they went with a lot of forehands.
Alright. Ryan throws a forehand. It's coming back clean towards that circle. Does it have enough? Looks like it does not. He's going to be just outside of circle 1, mid-circle 2.
Yeah, he didn't give it enough on that. I think the wind pushed it back a bit, but this is still playing as the 5th easiest hole on the day. And I think the better play is going to be this backhand from Bates here.
I don't want to say it's a must get, but it's definitely a should get if you want to be at the top of the leaderboard on day 2. Austin busts the tower, goes a little bit too beefy.
All right, there's some thick grass behind there though, so he still does have a look at it. Maybe just outside circle 1. Here comes Nick Gill doing about the same. He throws a little bit higher though. Let's see if it pans out.
He's got to get down and settle.
Ooh.
He's going to be outside of circle 1 as well. That wind is pushing things all over the place.
So, wow, let's see if at least one of these guys can get it in the circle.
Come on, Clint. You're the guy that can do it for the card.
That's looking better.
Oh,
What?
A little deep as well.
Wow, that wind's got to be howling. To see 4 guys not get one in the circle, the caliber of these players, that's nuts.
Yeah, you can see it moving on the trees in the back. And
Wow.
a little action on that putt.
He threw that perfectly flat and it's still stalled out.
Wonder if Austin got a little wind read off of his buddy Nick there.
Little step through putt.
Just doesn't quite get there all the way. Gonna be an easy 3 for him.
Here's Mulder from about circle's edge. Oh, there we go.
Yes. And after some early round struggles with the putter, we make a nice little circle 1 edge, early circle 2 putt.
And he threw that on like a hyzer too. That just dropped right in. And there's Calvin dropping it a little low. But Mulder's coming back with authority. He's now sitting at 6 under, 1 behind Bates at the time.
Oh my goodness.
What? Oh, that's...
Maybe a little hard, maybe a little bit of wind, but it's unfortunate no matter what.
Yeah.
You hate to see it. And Nick started off the front 9 with a bogey too.
Yeah. Well, let's hope he can turn around like he did on the front 9 as well. But there's a par for Bates. Nick, unfortunately, is going to tap in for that bogey.
And which brings us on to hole 11. Hole 11 is a par 3 downhill 336 with 2 mandos. A lot of people call it a double mando, but it is 2 separate mandos that just happen to be really close to each other.
Looks like a double mando to me. What's the difference, Brian?
Well, those restricted lines aren't going to be the same. So one's going at a slightly off percentage, if you will. The drop zone is located directly between those 2 mandos, though, and we do see anyone miss the mando.
If you guys want more clarification on double mando versus 2 mandos, feel free to talk to Brian, and he would gladly talk to you about it.
Yeah, it looks like Ryan did not make that mando.
Ooh, did he miss it?
Went outside. At least that's what I saw, but I've been wrong before.
Can't quite tell from that. Oh, you can see the wind whipping though.
Yeah, this is the tallest point of the whole park. You're going to feel the wind the most up top here. Hopefully that's real stable and it's going to come back through.
Still, he can get through it, though.
I think he's short, which
Yep.
gives him an opportunity.
Yeah, I think he fought through that bush, too. He might even have a look at the birdie. Up next is Calvin.
Look at the wind rip on his shirt.
Looks like he's doing a mid-range. Oh, he does
He
not
knew
like it.
right
Yeah,
away.
He's going
Yep.
straight drop zone. Missed the Mando.
Nick's going with a zone, I believe.
Looks like it.
So we need the sponsor flag or sign blew over on top of this hill.
Oh, what a shot.
And Nick goes from bogey to let's just put it between the two Mandos. I love it.
It seems like every time he gets a bogey, the next hole he's getting that birdie.
And Clint from the drop zone. Ryan must have made it. I must have been the shadows playing tricks on my old eyes.
I thought he did. Just inside that left tree.
Austen somehow has a look at
Yeah,
this.
that's what I was saying. You
Circle
made it through
two.
that bush. It's only 40 or so. Come on. Oh.
That's
It's all right.
safe 3.
Still take your 3. Get out.
Ryan outside of circle 1.
And this is the reason it's the 4th hardest hole on this Friday.
Yeah, more bogeys than birdies came on this hole. Nick's going to try to grab one of those birdies, though.
Come on, Nick.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. He needed that. Pick him back up. This is a way to keep your mind right and get back on the good side of things.
Clint's gonna get the unfortunate bogey, and we're gonna have a couple tap-ins here for par as we clean up. Now, if you haven't been in this course, you shot one direction. Now you're gonna shoot the exact opposite direction, and you're gonna actually be going downhill again. That's like we said, hole 11's tee was at the top. So we start here. We go up over this knoll. You're gonna want to go where the drone goes. Basically, if you're right-hand, backhand. Coming around this big tree and then settling down into this basket area. The parking lot is OB for reference, in case anyone decides to take a trip.
For all those big arms, but it is, basically a 380-foot hyzer. All these guys, I'm assuming, will be throwing just a big hyzer around that big old tree there and just hoping to land flat and get inside the circle just like he's doing right here.
Well, we'll curl up the hill. He'll be all right, though.
Yeah. That's the idea right there, though.
We've got Ryan here. He's throwing a lot of forehand, so it's nice to see him rip a good backhand here.
That's looking a little bit short left. Never mind. In my face.
Yeah,
Nice shot,
it did
Mulder.
scoot right out to the edge of circle 1 there, though. Ground play. Austin's taking his time here. I like to see that. But play within your 30 seconds, if you will, still.
And that par by Mulder last hole was his first par. He had 6 straight birdies before that.
Austin goes a little bit wide, finds one of the birch trees, and lands up there. Shout out to my man James in the background up there. Charge of sponsorship at Great Lakes Disc. He's doing a wonderful job with this event.
Let's see if Calvin can get that stroke back from last hole. Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
we
high
saw
and
him.
wide. That's getting caught up, looks like. Yep.
Yeah, we saw him instantly turn around. He knew he did not like that out of his hand. This is 80-ish feet. Maybe more, maybe closer to 100. Leaves it in the air, gave it a chance. Alright, Austin from the right side of the fairway, not necessarily where you want to be taking your second shot on this hole.
No, he'll give it a go, though, I think. Why not? He's been putting well today and just leave himself something good. Huh?
Doesn't want to mess with that wind. I think that wind's getting a lot of players.
Look at that rip.
Look at that birch tree just get bent all over the place.
Oh, there you go. That's a good strong putt right there for Clint.
Ryan's got his birdie look here. Sneaks in the corner pocket, just over the rim.
He's putting with authority, and you have to in that wind.
And Mr. Gill to get his birdie as well. Man, even the 12-foot, 15-foot putt in that wind is crazy. There we go.
Keeping a clean sheet.
Since 2015, Great Lakes Disc has been supporting players at all levels, from local leagues and events to professional disc golfers on the Disc Golf Pro Tour. Visit GreatLakesDisc.com to learn more.
All right, and we're back. Hole 13 is a par 3 uphill 362. This giant bush on the left, and then this giant bush on the left again are OB, and that is a no-no zone. You don't want to land in there. It is bad. It's not even fun going to find your frisbee in there for sure. And the elevated basket is on Mount Kilimanjaro. It's the name of the rock.
How to get that name?
Well, Shay went to the store. Shout out Shay, the TD of this event. The old rock store. Great shot by Nick.
There's a rock store?
Oh, yeah. And he had Mount Kilimanjaro or Rocky Balboa as his options, and he picked this one. I think it's a great asset for the course.
All right. In the comments, let's give us a better name for that rock, because
The rock's been named. You can't unname it.
There's got to be at least a way.
Oh, Ryan
wow.
hits Mount Kilimanjaro.
There's got to be a better name out there, folks.
Can't change its name.
Well, not with that attitude. Anyway, here comes Austen Bates, keeping the clean sheet, but he hasn't had a birdie in the last few holes. Let's see if we can get one here.
Looks like that's getting pushed down, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Didn't give it enough juice.
Shout out to the spotter hiding in the bushes. We appreciate you.
Oh, my God. Look at the wind. This is going to make for a fun last few holes on these open holes.
Clint going backhand as well. That's going to get shot down a little short, but scoots in the circle one. You running that putt right there in the elevator basket with the wind, Rich?
Yeah, I run everything, but...
Austin says no, I'm not going to run that.
No, not from out there. He's about 40, 45 out. That's very risky, especially with how he's been doing so far this round. He doesn't need to do too much. He's in the hunt. But Gill's going for it.
Oh, it's got to sit. Fast set.
That's
okay.
Fine. Yep.
All right.
That elevated basket, though. On Mount Kilimanjaro. Nice
Got
putt,
it.
Clint. There we go.
Great putt. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, he needs that little confidence boost, and he's getting it right there.
Gets him back to even on the back nine.
Here's Mulder to get another stroke.
Boom. And then he takes the lead on the card at -8. Here comes Austin to finish up. He rested right up against this.
I think that puts through 13 holes. Ryan is one behind somebody, and we'll tell you later.
There you go. Hole 14 is a par 3, 461 feet downhill. This is a challenging hole. You want to stay out of all of the rubbish on the left side. And then you've got this tree that also protects approach shots from the bucket as well. So you got to navigate this one. This one definitely played as one of the harder holes on the course. Interesting fact about hole 14, it's also the finishing hole for the Pro States layout that Richard's the starter for.
We had a few playoffs, and it was great, but...
Ryan puts it in a safe spot, lands up on a plateau. That's going to be a much more downhill putt than that camera shows.
He did that right into the wind. But the one good thing about this hole is you do have the uphill slope, so you can really force something hard at it and not worry about skipping too far past.
If you've got over 450 foot of control.
Yeah, this one's too high, but maybe not.
It's fighting. It's got to settle.
Yeah.
Yes, I love to see it. After that great putt on the last hole, Clint's lined up.
Let's get that replay here. Let's see where that came from.
Shout out Disc Golf Threads for sponsoring this replay. Check out their great jerseys they've got on their website. Throwing something on a slight angle. It's going to flip up and draw back across the fairway. And then
Oh,
come
so good.
out of that hold right here.
Yeah.
And then gets a little love.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was going to keep coming right that long. I thought it was fading out left, and that stuff on the left side is so hard to get out of. So, hey, great shot. Pick the right disc in this wind. Look at it.
Nick's seen 2 shots land right about circle or inside of it.
Oh, no.
Nick finds some
No, don't.
shrubbery, gets on that roll.
That's right behind that shrub. That's not fun at all. He's getting a 3 at best from there.
Let's see if Austen goes in the air.
I think that's right side, too. But
Gotta sneak around everything. Doesn't quite get there.
so he's got a decent little forehand, so he can get up and down from there. But where Nick Gill is, that's not fun at all. Let's see what he can do, though. He's leaning out, I guess.
Gonna have to expose the wing to the yep, and that's what we worried about. With that wind, tying that type of shot is so hard.
That's not OB there, is it?
That is not.
Okay.
You called the forehand approach for Austen.
Yes.
Great job. It's gotta slow down a little fast.
Kind of a root skip.
I'll go back to Nick now, I believe.
Yeah. Watch him can it. Come on.
Alright, good settle. Stop the bleeding. Ryan for his birdie.
Oh, what?
At least it's
Is
set.
that low again?
Yep.
He's so close on all those, though. He is on point with all his shots. He's just missing a little on the putts, or else he'd have another 3 or 4 strokes.
Austen wraps up that par. Here's Clint's birdie attempt for back-to-back. He's a battler. Love to see it. 14 ended up playing as the second hardest hole on the course, which is no surprise to us here. We're going to move into hole 15.
And I'm going to take over the whole preview for this hole, as this is generally where I start at the Pro State Championship. This is a par 3, 325 feet. It is a strong doglegger right. Most of the pros with the good sidearm are going to just throw a power forehand out there, but you can also turn over a backhand and get into that nook. But you really just want to make sure you're not missing too far right, and you can get your par at least. But this should be a deuce hole. And look at that beautiful sign on this hole.
Yep, thank you, Richard, for volunteering to be a starter at Pro States in the Great Disc State.
What did I say?
Clint's got a great forehand.
Oh, I caught that other tree.
He's going to land in the short stuff, though. He'll be able to see the basket-ish from there.
Ryan has the forehand to get there. Definitely. You just want to miss that tree that Clint hit just to the right, and it should cut in there.
Got through everything.
Still wasn't the best line, though.
He's going to be able to see the bucket, though.
Yeah.
Notice the first 2 discs got pushed out to the left, as the screen shows right now. Let's see if Austen can take note of that.
That looks much better.
Yep. There we go. Love to see that.
You have to risk that right side, but if you can just miss it a little bit, that's the line.
All right, and Nick's got the forehand as well. He's going to miss all the trees. And settle. There we go.
Weird little skip, but he'll take that for sure. He's inside the circle.
Yeah.
Is there any danger behind this if they run this?
No, there's just a lot of little trees, and you can get caught behind one awkwardly.
Yeah.
That was a smart play.
Yeah. I was wondering if you would run that a little Anheuser. I think Ryan might, though. He's in range.
All right. Well, hopefully he'll be able to clean up that par. Yeah, he scooted a bit on the ground.
Which way is that wind coming? Straight at him?
Everywhere.
Yeah. It looks like a headwind for him now. Doesn't care. Nice putt.
Good jam home. That also means that Nick and Austen are going to be inside of him, so let's see if Nick can get this one. Oh, never brought his hand all the way up.
Yeah. Commit.
Yeah,
Ooh,
a little bit
a
of
fun little shot. What's he got? 2 disc wide?
Yep.
Yeah, he's got that.
He doesn't put enough on it.
Wow. Both Austen and Nick missing big opportunities, and Ryan Mulder gets out of there with a par and feeling fine with that.
All right, we're moving on to hole 16. Talk about a tight gap to start, and I know what scares me. And then we're going 356 feet uphill. We do have an OB line on the right, separating 16 and 17's fairway. Rich, who you got for CTP on the back 9?
On this one, I'm feeling, I'm going to go with Clint Calvin.
All right, I'm going to go with Austen Bates on this one.
He's got the pad. He's going to show him the win, and they're all going to think about it too much. He's just going to go for it.
All right. Wish you the best of luck.
Boom. Oh, he likes it.
Gotta stable up. He's gonna be in the circle 2 range.
I might be down $2. We'll see. Who'd you take?
I took Mr. Austen Bates.
Okay. Next up is Ryan Mulder, though. Looks like he's throwing mid-range.
I think that's actually a Justice, which is a super overstable.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, fighting that wind. Settle him down nicely. Good job, Ryan. All right, Austen. Give me that CTP.
Like he's going more for like a fairway.
Gotta get there.
It's coming out. I don't know. We'll see who puts first.
Yeah, we'll see who wins in the commentator challenge.
Does it count even? And rounding out the group, Nick Gill. I love his little leg kick after he throws.
Settle.
There you
Gets
go. He's got a good follow through.
All right. Well, Clint is out.
Well, allegedly.
Allegedly, and he's going to lay up in this win. That looks like the smart play. And then Austen is next. Austen's got 6 pars in a row, and that streak stops. He
There
drains
we
one,
go.
buddy.
Yeah, he started off 7 out of 8 or 9,
Yeah.
and then didn't have much since then. But he still has no bogeys, and he's at 8 under. Can't be too mad.
Nick's is just a little off today with the putt, as I assume most people are in that wind.
Yeah.
All right. Ryan to stay 1 ahead of Austen. There we go.
Even though it's a pretty straightforward hole, this is another one of those holes that played very tough for these guys today. And again, it's just that wind out in the open, like
Yeah, it played as
issues.
the 3rd hardest hole, and 16, 17, and 18 were all in the top 5 hardest holes. So that's a heck of a finish.
And 14 and 11.
Yep. So it's murderous row after the 2 Mando hole.
You gotta score on the front.
Hole 17 is a par 4. We have the OB in the road on the left and the OB line separating 16 and 17's green to the right. Most players are going to try to land to the right of the drone right now and then have an approach shot moving in. It's 605 feet. Does play slightly downhill, though the wind is whipping through this section of the course.
Think anybody's going to risk that forehand?
I think most people are going to risk that forehand.
Not this one.
We'll see.
Yeah. Maybe on the second shot.
We'll see. Ryan's got a cannon.
Yeah, he can pump it.
Yeah.
Wow. What?
Very far down there.
That's that, like 500 feet?
Yeah, we're going to see his approach,
Yeah.
but here comes Austen going over.
Yeah, but he's going to do it safe.
Yep. Didn't look like he tried to do too much. Through to his landing zone. He had a plan.
Yeah. he didn't have any aspirations of going too hard over that line.
Clint throws a backhand as well. Looks like it's got plenty of space to come back. That's going to be a very nice shot. Nick's going to join Austen going over the road here.
Is he going to be aggressive, though? Yeah, a little more.
Big skip, baby.
He almost killed somebody.
There we go. Love to see that.
That was the distance forehand I was thinking of.
Alright. Austen through to his landing zone. He's got a plan. Sit. Alright.
Circle's edge. That wind's coming straight at him, I think so.
Alright, Clint went backhand off the tee. Is now going forehand.
Maybe one of the only people to go backhand forehand. Let's go. Nice.
Like that.
Like he knew what he was doing.
Good to see that.
Yeah, he's turned his round around.
Way to get that one out, bud.
Yeah.
Nick's
There
gonna
you go.
land in the bullseye
Alright.
too.
Just gotta see if old Bates can capitalize.
Ryan's close enough to go down to a knee.
What is it? 605. So he's
500, we'll
Yeah.
say, and he puts
At
it in the
least.
bullseye. All right, so 3 of these guys are gonna
Yeah.
get a birdie.
This is up to him. Let's get that star birdie, baby. Come on, Austen.
Well, it did play, like we said, as a challenging hole for some. But 3 of our competitors we think are going to walk out with.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh,
Why did that happen?
it looked like it was on ice. It just slid like
Yep, just didn't slow down through there at all.
it slid right off the basket. Just
So Austen waits till hole 17 to get his first bogey of the day.
wow. Still a good round going, but he just lost 2 to Mulder.
Shout out to Noah Meitzma, who did steal the eagle on that hole.
Yeah.
Hole 18 is a par 4, 786 foot. We have OB on the road. OB in this center bush. Hold on. OB in this center
More
bush.
OB. You get an OB.
And then if you go far enough, guess what? That's OB too.
You get an OB.
And here we go, a little peninsula
Oh.
for our tiny landing zone,
get an
and
OB.
boom. So this played as the hardest hole for a reason, and let's see how our foursome does.
Oprah's just giving out OBs on this hole. All right, first up, Ryan Mulder. He's going big.
All right.
Looks good.
Past that second
Yeah,
bush.
Yep. Perfect.
Lots of
Yeah.
space.
He probably is going to go forehand from there.
TJ Boyce was spotting on that hole. He did not put on sunscreen that day.
Yeah, he got burnt
Yep.
to a crisp. Like a pork rind.
Delicious. Clint Calvin with a backhand.
Well,
It's got to get past
a
that
little
second
high.
bush.
That's a little high, though.
Is it going to settle?
That's
Yep.
fine.
Now he's going to have options. Play over the road or try to go
Yeah,
backhand.
He's got to work with the road now, though. But most of these guys can get there. It's just if they don't go OB somewhere. Just, yeah, it's nice. Let's carry it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Almost too
He
far.
almost got to the second OB.
Yeah.
He might be pinched off by that, though.
That'll be interesting to see.
Austen looking to get a birdie to get back to 8 under after that last hole.
It's got to come back.
It's got a lot of distance. Can it be clean, though?
Got to come back. That's
Is that OB, right?
Nope, that's
Okay,
just
just-
unfortunate.
Natural OB.
Yep.
Is what we call it.
All right, he's got to put it together to settle down and get the par now.
Take the power, yeah.
Yep.
Don't
He's
be a
out of
hero.
position.
Yeah, that's fine.
Austen.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. He's okay.
Yep.
A lot of pressure on that approach shot, though.
The wind. Yeah, he's got that. Just... All right.
Is he lining up the hyzer or is he going over the road?
He's going Heiser.
Keep coming.
Oh, there it is.
Keep coming.
Oh,
set it.
Okay.
Wow.
Sidewalks will be, right?
Yes.
Okay. He's still, yeah, he's safe. That's all that
Yeah.
matters. Is he doing the same? There's that big tree out there.
Yep.
They're going up and around that. Ooh. Not sure.
Settle. Yep.
He's got
Now-
space behind it to run that if he wants to.
Not really. He's going right at OB Road. Nick's gonna be real pinched.
He's going.
Chopped a branch off. Don't worry about that.
Course maintenance.
Go. Alright. Alright, Austin's gonna try to get up there and settle.
If it sits, it's nice.
Oh, buddy!
Touch the pin, it's nice. All right. Hey, Brian, what's the hardest hole on the day?
This would be hole 18.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Yep.
Why aren't they birdieing it?
Because very few people did.
Yeah, a par is basically a birdie because
More bogeys and double bogeys happened than pars.
4.63 on a par 4.
Yes!
Nice, Nick.
Nick
He
says,
got the birdie.
says don't worry about that.
Hell yeah, Nick. There were only 6 birdies on the day. And that was a great one, right into that wind.
Clint's going to come off with a par on that one. Ryan's going to go to tap in his par here. Nice. Well, Rich, just want to thank you again for being part of the broadcast team today. Thanks for being here.
Hey, happy to have done it. Look forward to seeing what happens in round 2 and 3. And if I wasn't terrible, I'll be back.
Yeah, who knows? Could be anybody. Let's take a quick look at our scores after round 1. We had Nick Gill with a -4, Clint Calvin with a 5 down, Ryan Mulder with a -10, and Austen Bates with a -7. But we've got a leader up top, and his name is Sam Schmiegel. He shot a -12, 1075 rated round. He'll join Ryan Mulder, Austen Bates, and Noah Meitzma on a lead card for round 2. Remember to like and subscribe. Remember to do the comment that Richard asked you to do a long time ago in this broadcast. And special shout out to our Patreon supporters. Thanks for being here.
Have a good one, everybody.